Hi guys, welcome to another video. It's Ndagire here. Thanks for clicking on the video. I really appreciate it. Today's video is something that I wanted to share with you guys. So this is a person that was warning our brothers and sisters in the diaspora about Tanzania, that it is chasing away Black Americans, and she was giving her own reasons of this situation. But before I get into it, first listen to what she had to say. Come back and let me say a few things about it.
Tanzania is officially tired of African Americans, okay? And so I've been hearing some things from some other YouTubers that are actually living in Tanzania, in East Africa. And Tanzania, I had heard that they had a program where you could learn Kiswahili, which is a language that covers a lot of East Africa. It's like, I mean, if they took an official language of Africa, one of them would be, lingua franca would be, or African language that's indigenous, it would be Kiswahili. So Tanzania had met African Americans halfway. Okay. They apparently they had, if you could get a 2-year visa to stay there if you actually took a course and became fluent in Kiswahili. And what a lot of my people did was they didn't do it. They didn't show up. They didn't go. This is what I heard. I don't know. I've never been to Tanzania, so I don't know. But they're talking about on Kinganda channel about that there are African Americans living in Tanzania illegally, because a lot of my people had never traveled before and they didn't understand about visas. Now, I guess most countries the visa is only 3 months. You get a tourist visa. Okay. There are other visas too, work visas and, work permits and residency. Now, when I was in Turkey, I had a residence permit and I could work there. I could work there legally. The thing is this, as 𝗬𝗁𝗂𝗁𝗍, his name's 𝗬𝗁𝗂𝗁𝗍 Duke Jackson, who runs the channel, was saying, he's an African-American guy, and, he's just being upfront with things. He's not trying to sugarcoat it or make, pat people on the head and baby them and anything. He's just being upfront. And I appreciate people like that will come up with tell the hard, cold facts. Yeah, people don't like it because we live in a time period, and I certainly know now where people don't like the truth. Okay, if you're not making it sound like a fairy tale to them, they don't want to hear it. And so, he was saying that, a lot of our people go and, what the Tanzanians were expecting. He said the regular people on the street, but the Tanzanian officials and the immigration officials are looking at things like, well, the Chinese can do this and that. The Russians can do this and that. Other groups, they have something to bring to the table here. Okay. And I think when you go to a country, if you're going to stay there, you need to have something to contribute to that country. Okay, you need to have something to contribute, not to be a drain on their resources. So what's happened with some of my people, they're there illegally. Likely what has happened, because a lot of people, now I'm not saying a lot, well, I can't say a lot, but most African Americans are still here in America. They're not leaving. Okay. But what some people did, a segment of the African American population did during the pandemic when they were giving out the stimulus checks, they, everybody got the parents would get each parent $1,400. I think the kids was $600. And so they took the money and they decided, I don't like it here in America anymore. I hate it here. It's racist. I'm leaving. Okay. I want to go back to the motherland. So they used the stimulus money, and they didn't understand. They didn't do any research. They didn't find out what the cost of living was like, whether there were jobs in Africa, what kind of jobs you would go for, if any. They didn't do any research. They left solely on emotion. And that's something you don't do. You don't go and leave your country and go, oh, I hate this place so much, I'm just going to go solely on my emotion, and I know nothing about the place, nothing about the culture. I can't speak the language. I don't know how people are going to take me. I don't have anything, and particularly if you don't have anything to bring to the table. Okay. Now, when you go to a country, the best way to do before you go to a country, you should already have something going for yourself, like, being a digital nomad, or you should be, or maybe if you're working for an international company or something, or an NGO. One way, now I don't know about parts of Africa. Now, I do know a little bit about Egypt because I was looking a few years ago about teaching jobs in Egypt, but Egypt doesn't pay very much. But one of the best ways to get your feet in the door in a lot of countries, if you are an English speaker, is to become an English teacher. They are looking at, when you come to a country, the people in immigration, they are going to look at, now, what is this person bringing to this society? Okay. What are they bringing to the table? Are they just here to be sort of a parasite on the system? Places like Africa, there's no safety net, no welfare, no, nothing, and you need to, this is why I talk so much about reading, and I'm going to continue to emphasize education. You need something strong, and education is like the building blocks of like your life and your career. You need it. Okay. If you can get it, you should work hard to get it.
As you've seen the video, that is what she had to say. And I must say, as a person that is always encouraging you, my brothers and sisters, to come in the continent, some of the things she said were true, but some are not kind of true because she's not speaking from a place of experience. She has never been in Tanzania. She's speaking from what she had other people say, which is okay because people give their experiences and of course we listen to them. But I would say, as a person that is always telling you to come in the continent, really don't expect, and I'll always tell you this, you're not going to come into an African country and expect to be given employment and expect to be treated so special, because people are so stressed in their own ways. African people are dealing with so many things, just like you come from the diaspora and you're so tired of some things and you want to relax your mind. So you're like, I need to go to this place. I need to be here. I need to set myself in this place, which is totally okay. But don't come thinking people are going to welcome you like with open arms. People are in a different planet at this point in time in 2024. And I love that she talked about how if you are coming, have a plan, have a skill, have something. Don't just move out of emotions. Even if I come here and I tell you guys to come in the motherland, don't just pack your bags and leave. Like, you have to plan, put in your time, understand, talk to people, reach out to people, get to know the languages that you're going to go to. So she talked about how there was lessons in Tanzania and our brothers didn't even show up, which is, not kind okay. You need to be putting in effort as well because you want to assimilate to this new environment. When these other groups of people come, let's say the Chinese, the Arabs, the white people themselves, or any other group of people, when they come, Indians, they don't just come like they just want to enjoy. Okay, yes, they might want to enjoy, but they come with skills. They come and set up businesses. They come and buy real estate. They come and do things that are going to allow them to stay in that specific country. You need to be able to kind of do the same thing. And she was talking about how when they look into, like in the immigration, they're like, well, these African Americans that are coming, are they adding on to anything, or they just want to come and take? Yes, it's kind of selfish, but it is what it is. Africa is always going to be a place for you to come and do something for yourself, but you need to be pouring into the people. Yes, we might help you into understanding the culture, into knowing the places within the countries that you choose to go to, but still it has to be you bringing in a skill, because Africans expect something from you with the knowledge, with the skills you have, with the businesses you're going to set up. So it's really mindful for you to not just move out of emotions and really put in time, research, reach out to people like I say all the time, and be ready for whatever that comes. But I love that I landed on videos of our brothers and sisters in the diaspora that were giving their experiences, their positive and testimonies on what they have been able to accomplish in Tanzania and some African countries. These are things that you should be looking at. These are people you should be listening to, because I can say it's okay to come and do something in Africa, but when you hear it from a person that was from the Western countries and is giving their experience. I think it's very important that you listen to them. But yeah, guys, watch what they had to say, and yeah, tell me what you think about it.
As you're thinking about coming home, coming back to Africa, whether it's Tanzania, Rwanda, Kenya, Ethiopia, South Africa, Ghana, Sierra Leone, wherever it is. And I just encourage you to be open-minded. Definitely be open-minded and just see the beauty of the place. And before you leave, you really have to have a disdain for America. So you really have to be so tired of the West so that when you do come out, you know in your mind that you're never going back, that you never want to return. And you don't have to return if you don't want to. You literally don't have to. No matter how many people you see that end up not liking Africa or end up, doing whatever, I'm telling you right now, there's people from all over the Middle East, Lebanon. There's people from Lebanon that go to Sierra Leone and just build communities there. And so it's possible to stay here, and it's possible to build community here, and to have your entire lifestyle here, and to love it here, and to just live your best life in Africa. It's possible. You can do it. You can live your dream life in Africa. We're doing it. We know people who are doing it. And the crazy thing is, a lot of these peoples and nations, they've been here for like decades, like a long time, established companies, established different things. And I just really, really, really hope that our people can start to do that too, all over Africa, not just specifically in Tanzania, in Sierra Leone, in Nigeria, wherever. Because Africa is truly gorgeous, y'all. Like, let me just show you my view. This is my home. Like, I can never get tired of this, like, ever. And so I would never, ever, ever think about even stepping foot in America again. I hope by the grace of the Most High, I would never have to do that. And I hope that you too can experience this greatness, even when you feel like it's difficult, or when you feel like you miss fast food in America, or whatever it is that makes you want to go back there. I encourage you to stay on the ground here, make connections, explore different areas, definitely explore, just be free. Get rid of the mental shackles, right? Because all of these thoughts that you need fast food, and you need all of these crazy health insurance premiums, and all these things you need that you really, really don't need at all, like 0% you don't need it. That's mental slavery. That's mental instability, right? Because you're just connected back to something that you don't need. It's a lie. So that's what I have to share with you right now.
This whole thing is mine. All of this is mine. There's no taxes. I have no monthly taxes. It is truly mine. I don't have to pay the federal government, state government. It's just mine. I can do whatever I want with it. I can put a house there if I want. You want to know how much I paid for this land right here? I say it all the time in my videos, but I got to keep it fresh because, YouTube don't rotate your old videos, right? I got thousands of videos. I paid $1,500 for 2.5 plots of land. My land, it goes all the way back. It's pretty far. All the way back. And all the way over there. $1,500. What's that in America? What's that? That's not even rent for most people. That's 1 month's of rent in a 1-bedroom apartment. I own actual land. Everything belongs to me, 100%. I could pass that on to my children. This is not rent for 99 years. I know some countries got that, right? This is mine. I own it. In the courts, my name, court signed, can't be taken from me. Got my name on the blocks in the corner, right? Everybody around here knows this is my land, right? And just like they got their own land, right? My house up here, compound, I got a big, huge wall. The wall I built here, if you try to build that in America, it'll cost you about $40,000. Because in America, they say, hustle, hustle, hustle. Work, work, work. Kill ourselves for money, for paper, right? But what is the purpose of the paper? Because we see a lot of people, right? They work and they almost kill themselves to get this paper. But what do they do with this paper? They go and buy expensive things that they need more paper to maintain. Therefore, they have to work harder to maintain those things, right? And go to their really expensive house that they don't own because they own the mortgage, right? And they pay $2,000, $3,000 to have this nice thing, right? And then every so often, from your hustle and bustle, you take a vacation. And where do you go on your vacation? Where most people go on a vacation to decompress from life. They go to a place that sounds like this. They escape life to go to a place like this. That for 2 weeks at the most, because you got to go back to work. Because America says hustle, 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 right? Right? There's no light pollution out here. There's no, the weather, once you get away from like the big roads and stuff with the diesel trucks, it's all fresh air, a peace of mind. You can be stress-free. You can come out here, right? You know, and you can build your stuff. If I were to move here right now, I could survive. I have a house. I have another house. I'm building. I'll show y'all that next. I'm building another house. I can grow almost all my vegetables that I want to eat just right here. So if you just think about it, you just prioritize how you spend your money. I'm not rich yet. I'm not rich. I'm a regular guy, regular middle class guy who knows how to use his money, right? And if you just have the patience, just a little bit of patience, because we have this instant gratification because we're so stressed out in life, we want to instantly relieve ourselves, and we don't even think about that. Instantly relieve ourselves because that's how stressful our life is. But it doesn't have to be that way. You can have your own vacation spot. And listen, Europeans do it all the time. They go buy places in Italy. They go to places in Europe where the real estate is cheap, and they go build something. And they go back and forth. You can go back and forth, be an international African. You don't have to permanently stay here. You can stay here winter. Do you like winters? You can literally skip winter. If you teleworking, set up everything here, you skip winter. You ain't got to deal with that shit no more. It ain't good for you. Right? Come out here and get that vitamin D. Look at this. Look, the sky is full of water. This ground is always going to have water. Look at that. Nobody's going to bother you. This place is safe, man. It's dangerous in America. This place is safe.
And we're in Africa, currently in Tanzania. And we're going to talk about why moving to Africa changed our lives.
We are thriving. Okay?
We are thriving.
Listen, and it's beautiful.
Absolutely. So
I feel like in the West, trying to be a woman, trying to be a mother is very daunting. It's not really a blueprint. There really is no guidance. There's really no real support. Our mothers didn't really have the time and energy to devote to instilling in us those values and those attributes, those soft skills that I talk about, that it takes to be a woman, to be a wife and be a mother. And so here, because you're surrounded by so many women that have been growing up in those skills their whole life, their mothers and their grandmothers, motherhood and womanly attributes are so natural that you just start to pick it up. And I feel like in the West, you really have to kind of fake your womanhood. You kind of have to, like, it's the way you, how much money you're spending on your outfits, how much money you're spending on your hair versus here. None of that stuff matters. We're really looking at the character. We're really looking at the ability to be poised and to be graceful and to be honest and to be gentle and to be soft-spoken. Like, these are all things that are very normal here.
I definitely learned when I was in Tanzania, I learned how to be feminine in Tanzania because I was able to receive help, learn what it was to be taken care of and supported by other women, knowing what it was like to ask for help, which is something that is so hard for us in Western societies.
Listen, it's not just a benefit for us. Everybody benefits.
Everybody benefits. The children, the man as well.
Right, and so they understand that. And family here, it's so important. Creativity and innovativity is what keeps you here. Okay, that's the key. You can be innovative and you can be creative. You will always have a stream of income.
Yes. So ideally, don't come to Africa looking for a job.
Right.
Africa is for problem solvers. So if you can identify the challenges that exist, not only in Africa, but in the world, you can create a solution. Africa is for you.
If there's one thing I'm really happy about is when I come across videos where our brothers and sisters are really setting themselves up in the continent, just like these other groups of people are doing. You saw how our brother Afro Think Tank was really happy about the land that he bought for himself. He invested, he set himself in the motherland, because guys, land is very important. And that's why these other groups of people always came and always want to take the land away from African people, because if you have land, you own something and you have power, literally, because land is what we use for everything, be it agriculture, be it resources, picking up resources, be it building factories or businesses or setting up anything. Land is very important. And that's why even when these other groups of people come in other countries, they buy real estate. Real estate is land, guys. So I like that he was really happy about his asset, because that's something he is going to give to his children. That's something that can go on and be passed on to other generations of people that are going to come in the future descendants of Afro think tank. And this is why Africans are so strong that even when we go to Western countries, the first thing we are so much to put effort into is buying land back home, so we own something. This is also something to tell you guys. Every time we Africans, or let's say Ugandans, are to travel abroad, let's say going to Western countries like America, UK, or anything like that, we always have to have land because it shows that you have ties with your country. So land is very important, that when they see you with like you own land, they know like, of course he will go back, he owns something. Like land is very, very, very important. And also the sisters that were saying Africa taught them how to be feminine, how to be gentle, how to be loving, how to accept help, how to be helped. Like this can be like small things for you guys, but I think they are very, very huge, especially to our brothers and sisters from the diaspora. They've found friends, they've found a community, they've found a place where they feel like they are not looked at because of how they look like, but they are loved and wanted for who they truly are, and they don't have to fake anything, because Africans welcome and we love ourselves in some ways or the other. Yes, we have our problems, and yes, there are going to be challenges for you to set up yourself in Africa. But I think having a community and doing the research I told you and listening to other positive people who are making it in the continent really inspires and can really push you to do better. Afro Think Tank was talking about how you should be very good and mindful in saving. Our sister was also telling you there's a peace of mind that she got when she came into Africa. Like there's a lot of positive things going on, and I love that our brothers and sisters are really enjoying the motherland. It really makes me happy. I love that it's happening. It's just a beautiful feeling. But yeah, guys, I just want you to not just believe whoever that you hear telling you, like, you know, Tanzania doesn't want you here, or African countries don't want you here, or something like that. If other groups of people are coming in and doing or setting up things, why aren't you doing the same thing? Why can't you do the same thing? Like, if you need to be on the ground for you to listen to things, not just listen on people's opinions. Like the lady that was giving opinions in a place she has never landed in. She was never in Tanzania, but because of what she had, she was saying Tanzania is chasing away Black Americans. I'm like, what? Are you joking? But anyway, guys, let me know what you think about this. Yeah, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit the notification bell. I'm always posting. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.